Well, we return to Santipod Raceway in England for round 5, and incredibly all the championships were still wide open. Now we start with the funny cars and we join the action at the semi-final stage. In the first semi-final we have Alex Yoon versus Leif Hollander. Then it's Michael Kagerad versus Leif Andreasen.
Well, Leif Hollander lights to stage second. He'll let Lex Yoon take the lead indeed. Lex Yoon, the first man in the stage. Hollander follows him in. Well, on the green line, look at that. Lex Yoon is away and takes the win. Hollander loses with a quicker time. Michael Kagerad, I don't think ever has been quite as happy with the feel of that Mustang as he used to be with the Ford Pro. Leif Andreasen, well, everything has just gone right for him and the team this year. Here we go. This is going to be a race for pride, moving up to the start line. Well, take a look at the Christmas tree. Who's going to be the first in there? It looks to be Andreasen in pre-stage, followed by Kagerad. Andreasen, up comes the revs. Into stage goes Kagerad. Andreasen follows him in at the green. Look at that, Kagerad already a car ahead. Andreasen giving up the ghost. A win for Michael Kagerad.
Top Alcohol dragster semi-finals, and by reaching the semis, Peter Becker's pretty well tied up the championship, but he will still want to beat Jarmo Roivas as a matter of pride.
Here we go, into stage it is. Roivas first in, followed by Beck at the green. Look at Beck go, out ahead at half track. Roivas overhauls him and takes the win, 5.79. Well, here we go, coming to the start line. Neither driver paying much attention to who's going in first. Almost identically to pre-stage. Rob Turner lights the stage. Well, Chauffeur follows him in. Look at that, Turner out ahead. And Chauffeur straight into tyre shade, clicks it off. Turner takes the win. Wow, 5.8.
Great win by Rob there.
Pro Stock is coming to a great climax. 3 people can still win the championships. Tommy Liner, Michael Malgrim and Nicholas Anderson.
Paul Brander with the Mustang. Tommy Liner with the Firebird. He follows Brander into pre-stage. We've seen all kinds of play on the start line this year. Tommy Liner not going to play this time. He goes into stage, followed by Brander at the green. It looks to be Tommy Liner ahead, and already at half track has an advantage. Takes the win into the final.
Now Michael needs to win this race to keep the championship alive. If Nicholas wins, he is the European Pro Stock champion for 1998.
Well, Mike Malmgren been competing in Pro Stock for a long time. I have to say, this year the reaction times have deserted him. Was very good at Mantorp, but disappeared again at Hockenheim. This is where it's going to be decided. We're in car with Mike Malmgren. He goes into stage at the green. Well, reaction time. Nicholas Anderson looked to be first away at the finish line. The red car takes it.
So close, but Nicholas takes the championship. Fantastic race there. Very, very close. Typical Pro Stock.
Well, that's a very happy crew down there. Biggest news of the weekend yesterday in qualifying, the UK's first 4-second run by Barry Sheavills.
I've been promising this all year, and now we've done it.
As qualifying rolled out, Jens Nebo, the number 4 qualifier, will race Barry Sheavills in this semi-final. This the championship decider. We spoke to both drivers.
I feel pretty nervous.
No, you don't.
I'm sure you can feel I'm shaking all over now.
No, Jens is a great competitor. I'm sure he's not nervous. I mean, it's my home track. We didn't run the first 4, and hopefully can back that up, take a new track record. Main objective is to get to the end of this track before Jens. If I don't, I've lost to a great guy and a great team.
Thank you.
And, yeah, that's just what I want to say, really. It's a pretty emotional time for me.
This is it, the big one for Barry Sheavills. His chance to be European Top Fuel champion. Jens Nebo's last chance to be European Top Fuel champion. Here we go, it's Barry, first into pre-stage. Jens follows him in. We take a look at the tree. Barry into stage. Jens follows him. Well, the green looks to be Sheavills away first. Look at that, up in smoke.
Fantastic race, friends. Barry Sheavills is the European Top Fuel champion.
Well, take a look at this in slow motion. You can see Jens Nebo 0.03 of a second ahead at the start line. before going up in smoke. 297 miles per hour, a new European top fuel speed mark. This is our second semi-final. The lady, Anita Michaela, the number 2 qualifier of 5.03 for her. And she's racing the surprise winner at Mantop, Monica Oberg. Here we go, up towards the start line. Who's going to be the first car into pre-stage? The two ladies, both in pre-stage together. It is Anita who stages first at the grid. Look at that. Anita Michaela out by a car's length, the half track. Takes the win, 5.15.
Now in top alcohol funny car, Leif Andreasen has taken the championship by getting through to the semis. But there's been drama in the final.
Well, the sad news is that Lex Bune wasn't able to make it out for the final. Left Michael Kagarad with a solo.
Another great in-car shot there of Michael Kagarad during his burnout. I can assure you it's a lot noisier in the car than it sounds on television.
The crew chief lets him know where the start line is. You can see what a restricted view that is. Here we go. I would think Michael will click it off at half track. Whoa, you still get the launch of the car. Look at that, Michael out of the throttle, cruises through to take a well-deserved victory.
And this is how the 1998 Funny Car Championship ended up. Michael Kagarad second and Leif Andreasen out on top.
I feel really happy. The whole team have been working very good the whole season, and we plan to trying to do it this year, and it looks like we did it.
Top alcohol dragster final. We have Jarmo Roivas versus Britain's Rob Turner.
Well, here we go on the start line. Rob Turner rolls forward into stage. Well, at the green, look at that Jarmo Roivas out ahead. Look like tyre shake for Rob Turner. He clicks it off. Roivas takes the win.
Well, even though Jarmo Roivas won here at Santapod, he couldn't close the gap in the championship. And it's Peter Beck that wins by 488 points to 485.
Yesterday night we have a problem with the rear end, and we have not the spare parts, and we researched a long time for this part, and tomorrow Tommy Lane helped me with this part, with his part, and then I think it's okay.
Well, Pro Stock and Nicholas Anderson has already tied up the championship, but Tommy Liner will certainly want to beat him here today as a prelude to next year.
Well, the concentration etched on the face of the new Pro Stock champion, Nicholas Anderson, as both cars prepare for the race.
Well, I think Tommy wants to prove a point here because unfortunately he missed the first round at Santapod, which has, I think, affected his championship chances. But anyway,
for sure. Here we go into pre-stage, both cars, Tommy Liner. Nicholas Anderson in pre-stage, looks to be Tommy Liner just ahead at the halfway mark at the finish line. Well, Tommy makes his point, takes the win. Well, time not so good, but Tommy Liner comes out a winner here today, but it is Nicholas Anderson who picks up the FIA Pro Stock Championship from Tommy Liner and Mike Malmgren and Jari Konala. Well, in Swedish, of course, Nicholas saying how happy they are to win the championship. They'll be back next year to defend that title.
well, it's our new European champion, Britain's Barry Sheavills, in the top fuel final against Anita Michaela. Can she match Barry Sheavills' 4-second run?
Well, indeed, we know the car can run fours. Anita yet to hit the 4-second bracket. The only thing left for Barry, I think, Russ, is that 300 miles per hour barrier.
Well, obviously, Barry will want to win this race and go out on top at Santapod this weekend. But, of course, the 300-mile-an-hour barrier is still there to crack.
Well, what a great show the Top Fuel cars have put on for us this weekend. I can't remember when Top Fuel has been this exciting at Santapod. Here we go, the cars. Barry into pre-stage. Anita follows him. The cars move the final 8 inches on the grid. Sheavills really going for it. Is it going to be 300? Well, no, but he takes the win, another 4.
And his blower belt goes there at the end of the run there, Graham.
Well, look at that. A 0.49 reaction time. 0.4's unusual in Top Fuel. He's really on a roll. 4.94. Barry Sheavills takes the win, takes the championship. Look at this, Jens Niebel, the runner-up for Denmark, Anita Michaela, Tommy Happerden in third and fourth.
We've always had the power, we think, all season. We've been dogged by small problems, tyre shake, which we've all seen, and we just got it right at the right time.
Well done to all our winners, and make sure you join us next year for the 1999 European Drag Racing Championship.
Meanwhile, next this afternoon on Central ITV, more dangerous ways to earn a living in Hollywood's greatest stunts.